Hi, I'm Carl Lucci with Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay, where we talk to the best businesses in the Tampa Bay area and we distribute their information and these videos across Tampa Bay area so you get to better know about them. Today, I'm going to be bringing in Bob Bruner with West Florida Locks. And Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Carl. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you bet. So let's get right to it. So, other than West Florida Locks, tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
Okay, West Florida Locks was started in 2012. I was in the sod business, and that was not going well. And so I sold that business and started West Florida Locks.
Okay, and why did you go into the lock business? What made you do that?
I'd always wanted to be a locksmith when I was a kid. You know, everybody sees these ads in the back of the magazines, become a locksmith, get this. And that was planned in my head at an early age, but I never acted on it. So when my other business was starting to go down, this is what popped in my head. And I called another locksmith that's in the area and asked him if he'd train me. And he said, sure. And the rest is history.
Wow, that's interesting. So do you have an ideal client or target market, or what do you do?
Yeah, really, there's no ideal client for locksmithing, because when someone's locked out, you don't care if they're 6 foot tall or they're a woman or a whole family.
Yeah.
You want to help them. And the same thing with when someone buys a new home. I would say if you were to put a target in there, mom and dad, buy with the kids and they buy their first home, or business owner, those are good people that I look for. Property managers, investors, real estate agents, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I would imagine also like apartment complexes would be good too, right?
They can and can't be. Sometimes the apartment complexes have gone to a new technology called smart key lock, and they do it themselves, but they're problematic. So I still get calls for those to help them out. In fact, I do an apartment complex in Tampa that service USF students.
Okay.
They do just that. They replace their own locks, but I do their locks on the exterior, for their maintenance building and for their building to go into their place and that sort of thing.
Okay. So what do you think makes you different or sets you apart maybe from the locksmith down the road?
Carl, when I started this business, I decided I was going to do things right. I was going to answer the phone properly. I answered the phone greeting someone, saying thank them for calling West Florida Locks, and tell them my name, Bob, and I'm there to help them. And people really find that to be, soothing. They put at ease. And then, of course, I've got tons of Google reviews that show that people trust me. Trust is a big issue with locksmiths. If you can't trust your locksmith, and you shouldn't be having them at your house. So I work real hard for that trust.
Yeah, that's a good point. The other thing is you're answering the phone too.
Right.
So that's
absolutely.
A good thing.
I control that.
So what area do you cover? What geographic area?
I cover all of Hillsborough, which is Tampa Bay area, and then Pinellas, Pasco County, and Hernando. And recently might be doing Citrus County too, and not much, but
yeah. Okay. So I always like to ask this question because I never know what I'm going to get, but do you have any interesting stories or things that have happened as a locksmith?
Yeah, one comes to mind. It's funny. I got called out to someone locked out of their car. They were painters and they were working on a house, and they locked themselves out of the car. And when I arrived, there was a big shovel hanging out of the side of the door, and the door was peeled back about 2 inches. They were trying to get in, and I just shook my head and I said, it probably would have been easier to call me sooner than later. They go, yeah, they realized they messed up. That was probably the most interesting one that I've had.
Well, that probably damaged the vehicle, right?
Yeah, they're going to have to either live with it and have watch it on rainy days, or they're going to have to get somebody to fix it. That's going to cost some money.
I think what they call it is penny wise and dime foolish.
Yeah, that was not a good decision.
Oh my gosh. So other than, what we've covered already, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I'm involved in the community. I'm involved with my church. I'm involved with Nature Coast Humane Society. I support those. I also support Women with a Purpose. Mm-hmm. I support them and donate to them. And wherever I can help, I'm always looking for opportunities to help someone.
That's great. Yep. And actually, Jane Moore Sweat with Women with Purpose is part of our Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay group as well.
Yeah.
And well, I think we pretty much covered it. Unless there's anything else you want to cover, Bob. We
No, I think you pretty much laid out, what needs to be said. I appreciate it, Carl.
Well, I guess people can reach you at West Florida Locks. I'm sure you have a website as well. It's westfloridalocks.com.
Mm-hmm.
And your phone number down there, 813-541-7688. So, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Bob is also a part of our Let's Talk Business Tampa Bay group. And we've got another meeting coming up soon. And I look forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely, Carl. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day.